top tip, especially for this one. So here's some of the joys of replacing things or stripping things down that are just in a hell of a state. Rear ABS sensor. It should be something like a 5. There it is. But for all the will in the world, A, you'll struggle to get it in. And B, if you do, it'll just ring. So, top tip, especially for this one, these little Torx. Pick the next biggest one up. That'll fit nicely inside. Hammer it nicely in there, and then keeping pressure on it, and a bit of persistence. There you go. The vibrations loosen it all, and you can get it out without having to drill and without having to mess around. Look at that. So anything's possible with a bit of persuasion. Tricks of the trade. So I haven't touched the sensor at all. They're an absolute bastard to get out, but even if you can leave it overnight, a little bit of penetrating fluid. So I haven't tried this before. A little bit of persistence, and it's just in a circular hole, but you don't want to do it. So a big old shifting wrench, just see if you can wiggle it. That's all we need to do. See if we can't break it free. What I'm going to try and put something like a paint scraper is excellent for this sort of stuff. So maybe get it wedged in. And because it bends slightly, we're not putting too much pressure on it, but just enough to keep the pressure on. And look, you can see it's moved out a little bit. Move on to something a little bit wider. It's just a trusty old chisel. And there we go. Everybody's talking about these things being so difficult to remove. But you know what? Easy. Easy when you know how. And it's all been rusted up. I'm sure this thing hasn't been replaced maybe in a long, long time. Look at that. You'll find if your speedo's gone, it's taken directly from one of the rear sensors. Easily a DIY job. So I'll get all these removed now. Get this arm off. Get it stripped back. Cleaned bearings, bushes. That's where we're at. There we go. Another job done.